President Trump announces he will travel to Rome for Pope Francis' funeral. The annual Easter egg roll gives us some viral moments of President Donald Trump. And more Democrats head down to El Salvador to beg for MS-13's Gilmar Garcia. Here's the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending today. All right, number one reason Trump is trending today, and really the number one news story around the world on this Easter Monday, is the passing of Pope Francis. This happened early this morning. President Donald Trump announced that he will have all flags flying at half staff. And then earlier today, he also put up a post on Truth Social after rumors about this were already going around, saying that Melania and I will be going to the funeral of Pope Francis in Rome. We look forward to being there. Now, this is a big class move by President Donald Trump. We know that Pope Francis has not always been kind towards President Donald Trump. He has called President Donald Trump's policies out time and again. He never did seem to be a fan of President Donald Trump. President Donald Trump, nonetheless, will be there for the pontiff's funeral as the Catholic Church now enters a period of sede vacante. Well, they will have to go into a conclave to elect a new pope, and hopefully President Trump can have some influence over there. Maybe we'll get a conservative pope out of it this time. That is at least what most of us are praying for. President Donald Trump heading overseas for his first trip as the 47th president of the United States. Number two reason Trump is trending today, the annual Easter egg roll took place at the White House today, gave us some viral moments with President Donald Trump as he sits down and does some coloring with the kids, has some great banter with them back and forth. He brings Melania into it. Melania looked stunning as usual there. She was playing hopscotch with the kids. This was the 147th annual egg roll at the White House. It's a lot different when you don't have a scrambled egg brain president there, because what a contrast we had from the last 4 years. We all remember Biden being over there talking to members of the media and the Easter Bunny having to come over and usher him out of the way before he said something he was going to regret or get him in trouble. And no children were sniffed at this year's egg roll for the first time in 4 years. So it was quite a thrill for all the kids that were there. President Donald Trump hit everybody with the Trump dance, and they all loved it. You got to give the people what they want. And that's exactly what President Donald Trump did. All class from this presidency, and that is what we love to see. Number three reason Trump is trending today, more Democrats are flying down to El Salvador to beg for MS-13's Gilmar Garcia to come back to the United States. Caroline Leavitt, Trump's press secretary, blasted Senator Chris Van Hollen for his trip going down there and his photo op with the gangbanger, saying, "Shame on Chris Van Hollen and the entire Democrat Party, who wasted Easter Sunday going on every television show in the country to advocate for the return of an illegal criminal gang member." President Donald Trump jumped on Truth Social to say, "I'm doing what I was elected to do, remove criminals from our country, but the courts don't seem to want me to do that. My team is fantastic, doing an incredible job. However, they are being stymied at every turn by even the U.S. Supreme Court, which I have such great respect for, but which seemingly doesn't want me to send violent criminals and terrorists back to Venezuela or any other country for that matter." And let's be honest here, what is happening to President Donald Trump is a judicial coup that is taking place. I put up a post on X about this, comparing the other presidents who have deported millions of people out of the country and did not face injunctions, just like President Donald Trump is facing. So much so, actually, Elon Musk quote tweeted the post that I put about this. It went super viral, and it just shows the hypocrisy. And this really what it is a judicial coup against the President of the United States. Now, also, I mentioned you had 4 other Democrats that went down there to El Salvador, those being Robert Garcia, Maxwell Frost, Yasmin Ansari, and Maxine Dexter. If I said those names right, those were the other 4 that went down. We know Senator Chris Van Hollen. They went down there, and they are going down on taxpayer-funded trips. Now they're saying that it's possible that they're going to be pulling out of the donor money to make these trips happen in the future. I'm sure that people in the Democrat Party that are donating to them hope that their money will be used for trips to go down to El Salvador, where they are now getting the shutout from President Bukele, who did not let this last group of Democrats get in there to see Gilmar Garcia. It's amazing to see the support for this. It's disgusting, but it continues to go on as the courts continue to try to stop President Donald Trump from keeping America safe as he was elected to do. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, Trump standing up for the Massapequa Chiefs. Trump putting this up on Truth Social today. "I agree with the people in Massapequa, Long Island, who are fighting furiously to keep the Massapequa Chiefs logo on their teams in school. Forcing them to change the name after all these years is ridiculous and, in actuality, an affront to our great Indian population. The school board and virtually everyone in the area are demanding the name be kept. It has become the school's identity, and what could be wrong with using the name Chief? I don't see the Kansas City Chiefs changing their name anytime soon. By copy of this truth, I'm asking my highly capable Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon, to fight for the people of Massapequa on this very important issue. Long live the Massapequa Chiefs. Now, this, of course, we've seen so many different teams change their names to avoid using the Indians' names, even the Cleveland Indians. We've seen it with so many different teams, the Washington Redskins, but we have not seen it with the Kansas City Chiefs. And now Trump using that too, saying, hey, the Kansas City Chiefs haven't changed their name. Why are we forcing these local schools that have had these team names and it's their identity for decades? This is a part of this woke culture that has got to go. President Donald Trump standing up for what is right. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today. Trump stands up for what's right with his Secretary of Defense, that being Pete Hegseth. President Donald Trump stands firm in his support of Pete Hegseth. Now, this coming in response to people like the NPR who put out these bogus reports with the headline saying, exclusive, the White House is looking to replace Pete Hegseth as Defense Secretary. The White House has begun the process of looking for a new leader at the Pentagon to replace Pete Hegseth, according to a U.S. official who was not authorized to speak publicly. Wow, so another unknown anonymous source is telling you that Trump is going to get rid of Pete Hegseth when everything that Trump has said aligns with Pete Hegseth's values. The recruitment level in our military has skyrocketed. The faith that we have in our military now has skyrocketed. The morale is up. People are behind Pete Hegseth and the job he is doing there at the Department of Defense. And the media, they hate Pete Hegseth. They've hated him ever since Trump nominated him. He got approved when they told you he wasn't going to get approved. The media was telling you there was only an 11% chance he wasn't going to get in. He ended up getting confirmed, and he's doing a great job, and he has the full support of the President of the United States. And this is why rags like the NPR are being called to be defunded because of nonsense like this with their anonymous sources, and they try to stir the pot. President Donald Trump not going for it. Neither should you. We know Pete Hegseth's not doing it. He's doing a bang-up job. That's the breakdown I got for you guys here today on this Easter Monday. If you enjoy these rundowns, please follow the podcast. You can hear the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.